you made a history of anybody, anytime, anywhere, but given the circumstances that you've had to endure lately, was there any thought across your mind like, nah, I'm just going to have to turn this one down?
No, never. Absolutely not. You know, when they called me, they offered it after the fight. I was like, yeah, of course. And then they told me to go home. And then they called me again. They're like, well, will you take it again? I was like, oh, of course I'll do it. Yeah, no problem. But it's weird training, like trying to peak and then pull back and then peak. Like, it's been a weird. That part's been really strange. Just trying to get the training in because it's odd. But let's go.
To you, I know a fight's kind of just a fight, but this is kind of cool, right? The all-time wins lead. I mean, that's pretty neat. No disrespect to Joe Lozano. It seems like does that add something to you as well? Like you guys are fighting for the all-time wins lead?
I mean, Joe has been fun too. Jim's going to be just as fun. You know, Jim's going to fight down and come play, so it'll be fun. But this is kind of one of those fights where someone's must go, right? Yeah.
I imagine you've been just pouring over the footage from 2014, just watching the fight over and over, breaking it down frame by frame.
Yeah, no. I don't even know if I'm only seeing the highlight of it, and that's one thing I hate. Even like the movies, I don't like watching myself. I don't like watching myself fight. I don't like watching myself on TV. I don't like watching interviews. Like, God, he looks so stupid. Like, you know, it's just strange for me. So I don't really watch fight tape myself, but maybe I should.
I mean, it's not too late in your career, right? There's a lot. You can change it up now, man. Last degree, I guess. What does this fight mean to you? I mean, you know, the days are winding down. The two veterans, I mean, two all-time leaders. I mean, what does this fight mean to you?
Oh man, this is like now in my career, you're talking about it's not too late to do that, but it's looking back and we're legends, man. It's cool to be in that state. So fighting another guy in the same category and we're setting world records and. In my plan, I want to put records where people can't even touch, you know? 50 fights under Zuffa. I want these young kids to be like, man, I'm just fighting to get one or two to keep my job, you know? And he got 50 of them. Like, to me, that's cool, you know, to put statements down like that. So this is huge. This is legacy fighting, you know? And that's what it's all about now.
We were in Phoenix. It seemed like that fight was, you know, meant so much to you. You were very emotional on media day and everything like that. Was that one of the biggest disappointments? Just that you were so ready to fight in front of your son, and had that moment happen, and then it got taken away from you?
Yeah, but it didn't get taken away. It's here now. They're here. The boys are here. We flew them in Monday and rented a house for pools, so they're home swimming right now and they're ready, you know. And they went to both fights and kind of sat there and understanding what's going on. I think. In their 4-year-old minds, I don't know, I can't, you know, but they'll be here Saturday. So the emotions and the feeling and excitement to walk out and have the place go crazy will still be there, you know. So the feelings and it's all still there.
Yeah. So it just felt like that particular moment meant so much to you. But yeah, what makes no difference now that's happening now.
Yeah, no, you just got me emotional that day. I think it was the dehydration and lack of food.
Cowboy over here, right here, center. With this fight being at 170 and the fact that you fought at 170 before, how much of an advantage is that for you to believe? Because Miller, I don't believe, has fought at welterweight before.
Well, I called Miller when they offered me to fight. I think it was last Saturday, and I said, "Yeah, buddy, now you can eat." And he's like, "Oh yeah." I said, "I'm just letting you know I'm not going to be big. I'm 168 right now, 169. Like it's kind of just what I float around." And he's like, "Yeah, same here. I'm actually eating gain weight." I was like, "Cool." So I'm sure he's eating and happy and loving it. So, yeah, I don't think he's gonna come in there big. Neither will I. You know, fighting the big 70 pounder, the guys that are cutting 290, it's tough, man. They hit hard, big, and strong. So we'll both just kind of 55. They've been our natural weight. I think that if we were weighed in and came back, we would be right around the same weight we're gonna fight at anyway. So I'm sure he's stoked and just an easier week.
And you mentioned before about the canceled fights, and you're now fighting here in July. How much of an asset is it having Shara, who we see in your corner here, just helping you from the health and nutrition side of just making sure you're not overdoing yourself, because that's like 3 separate camps, right, for this fight?
Yeah, she's very adamant about what we eat and how we eat, and make sure I'm drinking and eating the right stuff, because I don't want to eat shit. I love it, like I want gas station sushi, that's just what I like. So she's like, no, let's stick with the PI plan. Let's, go Whole Foods and get real food and stick to the plan. Sunday you can have all the gas station sushi you want, you know. Until then, let's eat to a plan.
And just last one for me here. What does it mean to be a part of this, big card? Like again, I know it's not ideal with having the fights moved around, but to be a part of this card with 2 title fights, and now you're on this card, how special is that for you at this point in your career?
Yeah, when Dan called me, he's like, "I would love for you to be on ABC." I was like, "Yeah, of course." Dan, listen, I just want to fight in front of a live crowd. You put me the first fight, the last fight, the middle fight. I don't care where on the card I fight. People watching at home, it's cool, but people watching in the crowd, that's what I like. The energy. And the roar of the thunder, it's a different thing. So where I am on the card and the ABC, that's awesome. I don't mind doing that also. But fighting, I was just looking at the roster the other day. Wow, he's fighting. There's a lot of, this is a big one, International Fight Week and giant card, and million eyes. So my kind of card.
Thanks for the time.
Is it funny that you're at the stage of your career now where you can text and call all of your opponents as soon as you get time to fight them?
Yeah. I mean, most of the guys I call and text are cool anyways, So yeah, but I was like, "Hey, look, what's up?" He's like, "Hey, let's go to dance." I said, "Let's go." He said, so. But yes, it's cool to be friends and friendly with everybody. So I enjoy it. I'd rather be on that relationship and go in there and do work than the other way. I guess if I hated them, I'd still just send them middle finger emojis every day. Are
you planning on, after the last couple of times, you're going to text him on fight day and be like, "You are okay"?
Yeah, shit, I didn't call. Like, everything good? I'm good. You good?
Cowboy back here. Thank you, sir. What have you made of Jim's recent run? 2 finishes in a row against a couple of up-and-comers. The guy's still doing the damn thing all these years later. What have you made of his resurgence, if you will?
God, that would mean I had to watch fights, so I have no idea, to be honest. I apologize to Jim. I just have no idea. But good for him. I'm glad. It's awesome. I have so much shit going on in my life that following other people what they're doing, I don't focus on any of that.
You want to hit that magic number of 5-0. That's the number. That's the one you keep mentioning. So I'm curious, if we get to that point and the phone rings after 49,
yes.
The UFC calls you and says, "Hey, this is number 50. You get to fight whoever you want." Who's that going to be?
I thought you were going to ask me if they call me for 51, and I'm going to say, "All right, I'll be there."
Probably.
Oh, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I never gave much for the opponent, but just whoever wants to have some fun, and hopefully it's a big New Year's card or another 4th of July card. A big 50, a nice blowout, a nice goodbye, and but the opponent, whoever wants to bite down and have some fun.
Is that 5-0, is that like the last accomplishment that you have? Is that the last box essentially that you need to check, or is there something else you feel that you haven't done at this point, which is kind of weird to even ask or think about?
Yeah, it's kind of weird to ask and think about, but 50 is a pretty solid number for me. And it's fun now. I'm not fighting for anybody but myself. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to go out there and try and, "This one's for you, Grandpa. This one's for you." I want to show out my submission game's good. Like, man, I want Cowboy, you just go get 50 because goddamn it, you want 50. So that's kind of where I am in my life now.
Hey, Cowboy back here. Obviously, with all that rescheduling, I have to imagine, the after party, all of that other stuff, that's twice that you didn't get to follow them. Has it stayed the same through all the changes, and is it still the same for Saturday?
For after party?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think people think I'm like an alcoholic and I like to party and drink. I think I put the wrong impression out there. My after fight Saturday night is go get something to eat and go to bed. That's usually, all my friends are always like, "Where's the party?" I said, I don't know where you're going, but I'm going to bed. So, yeah, there's not really after party. Sunday I'll drive home. Monday I'll go back to the lake and I'll be at the lake. So that's kind of my after party is the lake. And no, I went to the lake after last one, nothing changed. So, but as far as going out and partying and chasing women, I got a mom at home and I got 2 boys that want to go swimming. So we'll probably just go do that.
When you first had your son, everything was, you talked about the new motivation and everything else. Is the motivation any different fighting, knowing you have 2 kids as opposed to 1?
I got 3 now, and 1 on the way. So mom's pregnant, and she's not telling me what it is, which really sucks. So I want a baby girl, and I think it's gonna be a boy just because I don't know, I have a gut feeling. But so we have 3 now, and I'm excited. Yeah, the motivation to just set them off in life, you know, be able to have save, and yeah, motivation's there. It's fun. I enjoy it. Now they're old enough. The oldest one's old enough to hopefully understand Daddy's a real life ninja, you know. So it'll be fun.